Hi, I'm Emmett Bray. I'm the National Business Development Manager for SG Wholesale, the wholesale and distribution business of SolarGain, one of Australia's most trusted energy brands. Today, I'll be discussing the marketing strategies we've implemented through the current pandemic to successfully navigate through its unique challenges. These strategies have seen us through a period of uncertainty and have even strengthened our branding in the residential solar market. The global solar industry has evolved and matured massively in the last 20 years. The marketing channels used in the infancy of our industry no longer resonate with the end consumer, and, by large, they are obsolete and archaic. The reliance on offline marketing strategies, such as direct mail and print media, like newspapers and billboard marketing, no longer satisfy the consumer's thirst for instant information access and gratification. Fast forward to the present day, the digital age, and consumers are more educated and are able to access information about almost anything at the tip of their fingers. Though equipped with the ability to access this information, we cannot assume that they will. Therefore, it's our role as marketing managers, consultants, and coordinators to effectively segment our users, understand their needs and behaviours, and to create messaging that resonates with their individual needs and goals. This, in turn, will help to achieve our marketing goals, but more on that later. The impact of this pandemic has quite simply been devastating. Apart from the obvious health effects, the economic consequences have been startling. Overnight, millions of people lost their jobs, governments scrambled to find ways to stop industries from collapsing, and panic buying became an ever-present reality for retail shoppers. Though the negative impacts were and are obvious to see in most industries, in others, the impact has been polarising. While we saw the hospitality and travel industries severely impacted, other industries such as healthcare and home renovation businesses prospered and enjoyed significant growth. Similarly, the solar industry, being tied to an essential service in energy provision and generation, also defied the odds and experienced record growth in Australia. So, with the landscape of reaching potential customers drastically changing in a very short period of time, the challenge from a marketing perspective was, and is, to find creative and innovative channels to communicate with consumers effectively to deliver their message. Businesses need to be agile and willing to adapt. They need to pivot their marketing to reach their customers. At the beginning of the pandemic, fear of the unknown really set in from both a personal and business perspective. Questions of, will I have a job? Or will there be work for my business? Began to manifest. The key to successfully manage these unknowns from a marketing perspective is simple. Remain calm and identify opportunities and potential threats that a pandemic may bring to your business. In the solar industry's case, we recognise that many people would no longer attend their worksite to complete their jobs. Instead, they would work from home. The Australian Bureau of Statistics recorded in September last year that 31% of workers in Australia work from home, compared to just 12% before COVID restrictions started in March. This immediately presented the opportunity to us that demand for solar from a residential perspective would actually increase due to rising electricity bills. The typical homeowner was now utilising electricity at home for significantly larger periods of time, and not just during daylight hours, but a much larger portion of the day than they were pre-pandemic. Standard Grid Connect solar marketing was now not the only focus. Rather, battery storage marketing also became a primary sell for us. We identified that prospective solar clients' needs and wants had changed because their energy consumption behaviour had changed. After identifying the potential opportunities and threats specific to our business, our challenge was to then develop a marketing strategy that would serve our business and that is synonymous with the shift in needs and wants of our customer. Whether your business is B2B or B2C, the challenge is the same. The only difference is the approach. For example, we acknowledge that with many people now working from home, there would be more vacant commercial buildings. The need for commercial solar would decrease. In contrast, the demand for residential solar would increase. Naturally, we allocated more marketing resources to address the increase in demand for residential solar. Pre-pandemic, our marketing strategy was targeted towards reaching customers who were interested in a standard Grid Connect solar system. We provided a range of incentives for our customers, such as frequent flyer points, and our approach was to be informative and educate them as to why we were the right business to carry out their solar install. We had also become accustomed to doing site visits at the customer's house. We also regularly had end users walking in to our showrooms to discuss solar panels for their house. The pandemic disrupted this strategy, as we were no longer allowed to enter people's homes. In some states, full lockdowns were implemented, and domestic and international airline travel restrictions were enacted almost immediately, effectively making our frequent flyer program, at least for the short term, a less attractive incentive. As a disclaimer, as restrictions eased around Australia after the initial shutdown, we were able to successfully reintroduce frequent flyer points as an incentive for customers, with several successful campaigns. The disruption from the pandemic forced us to find new ways to communicate and reach our potential and existing customers, as well as how to incentivise them. While many business and industries around the world sought to cull marketing budgets and efforts, we believe now, more than ever, marketing was paramount to retaining customers, attaining new customers, and building brand value. The Australian Bureau of Statistics recorded that 33% of people in Australia preferred to shop online more than before the pandemic. It was clear that consumer behaviour was changing and people were embracing digital commerce. A shift toward digital marketing and social media engagement therefore became our new strategy. We adopted a digital marketing strategy knowing that end users, and from a wholesale perspective, business owners, would have more time on their digital devices than ever before. A critical element in our pivot to increasing digital marketing was to revamp our website. Giving our website a facelift was essential in providing credibility for our brand to our customers. A majority of our digital marketing campaigns and channels would direct traffic to our website where the customer could consume information, be it through blogs, articles, or visual aids such as explanation videos. They would then be presented with multiple call to actions, whereby they could engage directly with a SolarGain representative to find out more or initiate the process for a sale. Our website became our digital measure for creating a sales funnel where leads generated could pass through. In many cases, our website is our first point of contact with our customers. For this reason, having a strong search engine optimization (SEO) strategy is imperative to being easily found by prospective customers. Ensuring we had the correct ingredients in our SEO allowed us to improve our rankings on search engines like Google and enjoy successful results from our pay-per-click campaigns. The economic goal of refining our SEO strategy is ultimately to achieve maximum commercial benefit. In order to achieve this, we employed a collaborative, delicate balance and prioritization of keyword volume for each keyword, and buyer intent relevancy of each keyword. To put this simply, we found keywords synonymous with our business that would drive traffic toward our website. The value of SEO is from hundreds of converting phrases, including branded phrases. This helps customers find us quicker and hopefully first. A refinement in our SEO strategy worked very effectively for us, as we found that our organic traffic to our website increased by approximately 75% from January last year to January this year. Another digital marketing tool we employed effectively during the pandemic was our use of social media. Social media networks such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube enabled us to increase our reach further, while being able to engage with a specific audience through targeted demographics. The benefit of Facebook marketing allowed us to regularly update existing and new customers with news, product information, tips, promotions, and competitions. It also served to drive traffic to our website. Further, we were able to network with customers almost immediately when they interacted on Facebook posts and raise brand awareness with frequent posts that our customers could relate to. We found that content in a Facebook post was not necessarily the only variable that would dictate a successful post. Rather, the delivery of the post was very important too. Whether it was a video, GIF, or infographic image, compared to a post that was purely text, would significantly impact the reach and customer interaction to the post. Humans are visual creatures. In fact, studies have shown that 40% of people respond far better to visuals than they do text. This is mainly due to people being able to process visual imagery much faster than text content. And, regarding content, we found that customers responded most positively to new product or technology updates, battery storage-based promotions, and helpful tips regarding energy device usage. The message we often communicated to our customers throughout the pandemic on social media was relevant to the lockdown and aligned with the consumer behaviour that evolved from people being at home for longer periods of time. We therefore launched multiple campaigns that focused on battery packages that worked especially well through Facebook advertising. We embraced the growing trend of consumers wanting independence from the grid and humorously recommended customers to stockpile energy, not toilet paper. Huawei's residential solution complemented our digital marketing perfectly through our pivot in strategy. The residential range of hybrid inverters supported our advertising push on battery-ready technology, while the educated consumer demands the latest technology with an aesthetic look, which Huawei inverters comprehensively satisfies. We welcome the newest release of Huawei's residential smart PV solutions, the Lunar Battery, which completes the offering. Digital marketing can take many different shapes and forms, some of which we have already covered. It is important to note, however, that the true success from this type of marketing is best exemplified when it is circulated across several different platforms in a unified strategy known as multi-channel marketing. As a business, we can develop relationships with our customers across multiple platforms and devices. This strategy provides us a seamless transition for the customer and a consistent message from our business. Whether the customer receives an email, SMS, views a Facebook or Instagram post, or searches Google for a product or service that they are looking for, the message is constant. Quite simply, the ability to reach our target market is increased and our brand's presence is consistent. As a promoter of ethical practices in our industry, it should be acknowledged that the goal of marketing isn't purely about generating financial return or building brand value. Rather, marketing can be used to show your customers that you participate in community, environment, or social issue-based initiatives known as corporate social responsibility, or CSR. As a business, we regularly sponsor local community sport teams, have employees partake in plastic-free months, and just recently we had some of our business and industry professionals participate in a 200-kilometre bike ride for cancer research. It should be noted that brand image goes hand in hand with the type of CSR that a business endorses. In our case, SolarGain is an Australian-owned and operated family business, and therefore we actively engage in local community-based CSR initiatives. Incorporating a successful CSR strategy into your business is imperative to creating a positive customer perception of your brand, thus building brand equity. A positive brand image can be the difference between a customer choosing your company or your competitor. The essence of the solar industry already engages in environmental sustainability, but as one of the business leaders in this industry, it isn't enough. Customers have high expectations of businesses and business behaviour. Similarly, we expect the same of our suppliers. We are fortunate enough to enjoy these holistic synergies with Huawei, who are passionate about their sustainability strategies and digital inclusion action plans. Because ultimately, our goal as businesses should be to solve problems that make people's lives easier and inadvertently make the world a better place. In summary, as a business, to stand still in adversity is to miss opportunity and be exposed to threats. Businesses must be agile and embrace challenge and change. Remaining alert and understanding the shift in consumer behaviour as the pandemic initially began to unfold encouraged us to pivot our marketing strategy towards digital measures. Ultimately, these measures ensured we increased our brand value and strength in the retail market while also recording one of our strongest sales years to date. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me today, and stay safe.